Alright, Ninja Theory here. Welcome back. Now, as many of you should know, the trailer just dropped for Dragons Rising Season 2, Part 2. There might have been some stuff you missed, so without further ado, let's jump in. But before all that, only a small percentage of you guys are actually subscribed, so please subscribe. Anyways, let's get started. So I had a theory plan that all the visions Lloyd had in Part 1 were going to come back in Part 2, and that may be right. It seems that these visions are going to relate over and over and possibly lead to being real. So Empress Betree may come back in this season. Now we have this new character Robbie, who seems to be like the host of the tournament. But also, there are some familiar faces that can be seen here as well, such as the Cragling, Paleface, and possibly 2 audience members. Now what gets me curious about all this is that a lot of them feel like audience members, so I wonder if Mr. Pale is not really competing in this. And then we have the character Bleckett here. No idea who he really is, but he seems to help run the tournament. But then, here's where things get crazy. Here's Kai walking in to the Forbidden 5. And like many have predicted, it seems that one of them is controlling Jordana, it looks like. And now we switch to the ninja, where we see Lloyd wearing his master suit. So has he officially taken up the complete role as master? And then also we see all of them in their tournament suits, and we see Wildfire for the first time in her new suit. And now here's another interesting thing. It's the Source Dragon that we saw in Season 1, that new Ryu. She seems to be injured by something, but we really don't know what. It could either be that the dragon is turning into the Source Dragon emotion, or something else, like a disturbance, is causing her to be like this. Though we can't really say much about this. But this is before the tournament, so it could be as to why they have to go and join the tournament. It may be the only way to save Source Dragons? I don't know, to be honest. It could also be that Ross is controlling the Source Dragon emotion, possibly. But next we have a frame of Wildfire using her fire, Sora training at the tournament it looks like, or competing in it. And then we have Robbie confirming that he's the host of it. Then we have Sora and Aaron shocked. This seems to happen before the tournament, so I honestly don't know. And then we have Cinder using Wildfire's power. Now we could say fire and smoke do go together, but that's heat. That's different. I also have thought of this, but we could say it's the Master of Form because she's found in the market set, but that wouldn't make sense. The only person I can think could have done this is Skylar, but that's not the case. Here's what I think. When you lose, I think your power gets transferred to the victor of that battle. It seemed the only thing to make sense, being the next clip that we'll see in a couple of seconds. Now next, for the first time, we see the ninja combo vehicle running from dragons. The dragon reminds me a lot of Chomper from Season 13, or like a baby dragon to that ice dragon from the core wave. Now another thing to point out is that Cole is actually in his mech suit. So there's probably going to be like a tech side of this tournament. Now next, this one's crazy. Master Lloyd fighting a mysterious figure. Now there's many ways this could be taken, but here's what I think, and this is a far stretch. One is, this is Nox, a part of the Forbidden 5. He's given new gear to fight against the ninja. Next, Jay. Either it could be the real him or a robotic version of him, mimicking everything that Jay can do, or even better. Or this Jordana, but dressed up like this because she's possessed by one of the Forbidden 5 people. Or there's just a new character, but I honestly don't know. Now next, it looks like the dragons help out the ninja, and they're probably competing, I think. And now we know that the temple guards are like actually robots, and they're not just one of them, there's like multiple of them, which means that the character in the set is no longer like a main character or anything. Now here it looks like Geo is participating in the crowd cheering. And here's Wildfire fighting Cinder, which, going back to the theory before, looks like she's losing, which could mean she loses and the power of her goes to him. And then here we have more Sora training clips. And then Lloyd falling out of the sky but then being caught by Ryu, but this is like pre-tournament because he's in his climber suit. And lastly, the Source Dragon emotion. I don't know what to take away from this really. It could be the invitation to the tournament of sources, or showing there's a disruption in the source dragons. And hopefully, maybe we'll get a trailer soon with words. But for now, let's just be glad we got this at least. We've been waiting months. Anyways, thank you all for watching. This was crazy. It dropped out of nowhere. Excited to see where this is going. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next one. See ya.